Alright guys, we're back. This is Saturday morning e-collar training for the true aficionado. But because I couldn't do Brinkley's lesson yesterday, and let me warn you, Crash is out here, so let's just hope we don't have a sudden crash. So he does seem to have this weird thing where one of his legs suddenly gets hurt, and then it's fine. So it's fine now. So I'm just gonna do the oh, Crash. Oy, oy, oy. If she does it one more time, she's going to have to go in because I just can't have. Now she's looking for Brinkley now. She's a troublemaker. Oh boy, that was it. I'll give her one more chance. If she does it one more time, she's going to have to get put up. Anyway, so, you know, you've got to really assess it. If you said, you know, in hindsight, yes, that's why video is so good, because it does give us insight into hindsight, which should allow us to change. But you've got to look at the dog's attitude from the very beginning. I can tell you, I've looked back and said, I should have seen, you know, that it was acting that way. Hi, Sophia. That it was acting that way, you know, because of another dog being... It took me a while to figure out that Varique and that bulldog had a problem, because those bulldogs are very quiet in their forms of intimidation. She is just out of her mind. So that's what those bulldogs do. If you said, how do they do intimidation? They loom around. And you said, well, what would be the analogy of that? Me coming to your house with my arms folded and a little notepad, following you around, not saying a word, but you can hear me writing and taking notes and putting exclamation points. You know, that's what it would be. You know, if you said, well, you can't intimidate somebody without saying anything, that's what those do. They do it by looming around. Anyway, so I've got my water bottles. I've got him started on the water bottles. Ow! Frankly, seriously. The Crash is going to be the next one. Hang on, because she's you can see it. She's headed this way. All right, guys, let's hope this works. But what you've got, you know, again, I'm saying to myself, this dog is just begging to do something. He's just begging to do something. But I'm using the water bottles, and you've got to make sure they've got the cap on it. And if you said why, because it makes it where they can't squish it as much, as fast. And you don't want that. I mean, you're not trying to, you know, it would be very easy... You know, if you said he doesn't really seem that interested in you and he doesn't feel like working this morning, my God, it's all he can do. It's all he can do. And Crash, well, Crash, maybe you can just, if you can do it on your own, Crash. So what I'm using, though, too, because I've given up trying to use a skinny leash. I'm just going to use a heavy leash now. I'm just going to tell people to be a lot more careful with what you do. If somebody hooked something on me and said, we're dancing, that I could do. If they hooked something on me and said, I'm going to manhandle you, I'll tell you what, you'd have a fight. I would fight you. I would fight you. He's able to completely, that's a good thing about him. He's able to completely ignore Crash in lieu of me. He's trying to bunny hop anything. He's so desperate to do anything. That's what I'm saying to myself. I can do the train to retrieve. He's so desperate to do anything. If he doesn't do it, it's because he doesn't understand. You know, that's what I would say. And I think you do want to do some of it. I don't think I do enough of it with the leash on. If you're doing it as a service dog, I do think you should do it with the leash on. And this leash is atrocious. It's really huge and heavy, but he has to have faith in me that I'm not gonna, you know, that I'm not manhandling it with it. It's the, you know, when the astronauts spacewalk, they don't expect that cable that they're floating from to jerk them. And he's got a hard mouth. I said that the first day. So if I made the mistake of not putting the top on the bottle, and I'm going to get him on the dumbbells, but maybe I already did. I don't even know. All right, so I'm going to drop both of them this time. Because I do think that's where people go wrong too. They only have the dog go get one object and then want to add other ones later. I think you should have more than one in the beginning. I think you should have more than one in the beginning, because if you're just saying there's just one, yay, Brinkley, yay, try, yay, so if you said, what are you doing? I'm hitting the pager when I say fetch. So, but he's like Varik. He'll try to get both of them at once. If I get the dumbbells, he'll probably try to get all of them at once. So, anyway, so I'm just doing the pager as a pager leash. You know, that he's, you know, he's the astronaut, I'm the space shuttle, and he's retrieving the Hubble Space Telegraph or telescope or whatever that thing is. You know, but I'm trying to do my leash as best as possible. Brinkley. I'm going to tell you what my job is. Let me tell you what else. He pulled my ponytail thing out. He might get it. If he sees it, he might get it. Let me see if I can look at it and make him get it. No, he's sitting on it. So I am to the point with him. I just speak in very small commands. You know, you can't get it fast enough. Brinkley. And if you said, why was that better? Because when it was way over there, I could fake like I was running away, and there wouldn't be as much time to shop. Let me just tell you that way. Because if one of these people, you know, one of my people, these people that can't stand me, that say I don't know what I'm doing, said, your dogs do a lot of shopping, I'd say, yeah. And that's a byproduct of, you know, what I'm doing. The way to stop that, there's two ways, because I look back at my old videos, they all shop. I'll have to ask Mark how to keep them from doing it. But, you know, if you just said, well, you're going to add speed, you know, let's just say it's the difference between going to Walmart and Walgreens. You know, if you don't have a lot of time to shop, you just grab something and go. So that's what I'm looking at. Let me try it again. I don't know what Crash is doing. Look at her. He's the only dog out here, too. I had to lock the boxer and that bulldog up because Bergie's coming over this morning. And I can tell you, Bergie and Shoe Bottom don't get along. Brinkley. And if you said, how long did you hold the pager down? That whole time until he got right to there. All right, my job is to see if I can get him to go back. So, yeah, my shopping thing isn't working out. So let's see if I can get him to get the other one. He understands I have an immediate action when he picks it up. I have an immediate... Oh, Crash! Oy, oy, oy. Let's see what she's doing. That's what she does. What is she doing? Hi, JC. Hi, guys. Yeah, I can't see the comments while I'm doing this, but... Let me try again. She's probably getting ready to bump into it again. Hang on. All right, so until I can figure out what to do, I'm going to tell, because I think if you said what would be a better, you know, what would your next move from here be, go to the dumbbells, because they don't fly around like these things do. But you do, you know, I think in the beginning you're better to use water bottles and stuff like that, because you can just keep getting fresh ones. You know what I mean? You can keep getting fresh ones. I always get fresh ones. I don't use the ones from before. So, Brinkley. All right, so that went pretty good. That went pretty good. So I got the right strategy. If you said, how could you do it from there so he wouldn't do the shopping? I think I would put one there and one there. Then he would understand I could still have two objects, but they wouldn't be right by each other. I'm gonna actually start putting them in these little, like the little recycle container things, and then you can have more than one. Of course, then people won't be able to recycle. They're like, oh, your plan backfired. All right, now I'm gonna go this way. Brinkley. Ah, it didn't work out. Brinkley. Ah! You said you've created... All right, look, now he's trying to fight me for it. Yeah, you see how quick I faked him out, though? You see how quick... There's no... You said, what's the benefit of this? He's understanding that there's going to be more than one object. He's also understanding he can shop around. But, you know, this dog is just starting out. This has only taken me a couple weeks to get to this point. So I'm just thinking to myself, you guys, if it's this easy to get all these dogs to do this, we need to be doing this. Because maybe we are dumbing them down. You know, people, even a companion dog, you know. Because if not, they end up throwing the ball all wrong. You guys know that. And next thing, the dog is possessive and resource guarding and not bringing the ball back and all these different things. You know, if they could... All right, look, so he defaults to a down. Now, he thinks that I'm some, you know, creature that if you watch this thing, you can figure out what it's going to do. And I'm honestly at the point now, that's what they need to believe. I'm thinking, if I just watch this thing, you can tell what it's going to do. All right, so I'm going to try to just do a couple more singles so there's no shopping. And I'm going to work next time with the dumbbells because they don't roll around. They're designed not to roll around. Because you can see that if I did not do that, it's a sequence. The second his mouth touches it, my character goes boom. So as long as I, you know, play that sequence, and you can change things. I mean, you can change things later, but initially, if I didn't have a sequence or I said, bring it to me, come on, bring it, that would give him... Now, I can already tell you, if they say he never got a sock and ran away with it, I'm not sure I believe that, because it would be very, very easy. If you said, okay, just change it into a game called Keep Away. How long would that take? 30 seconds. All I'd have to do is make one move towards him, and all he would have to do is take one evasive maneuver. You see how close he's watching me. One evasive maneuver, and then it would all... Then there we go. There'd be our game. Keep away. And I just went back to my old theory, you guys. Distance generates momentum. I put it farther away, and I ran. And so he didn't have as much time to shop and do all these things. Anyway, guys, so he's doing great. And I don't know, he just has a weird thing. It's happened twice on the live videos where he just suddenly hurts his leg, and then it's fine the next day. So anyway, but that's, you know, if you said this dog would be better trained with constant, I don't think it would. I don't. It's too sensitive and intelligent a dog that if it believed, this is what I want you guys to understand, it's not possible not to screw up with that method. Because if somebody says, I've never screwed up with that method, I've never hit one too high or anything, I'd say, oh, you're going to have a rude awakening when it does happen. Ah, crash. And if that dog, if that happens, and that dog sees you making some kind of micro movements, anything when that's happening, they remember that. They remember that, and they don't like you. They don't like you. You know, they're not going to be like this. He's not thinking anything. Oh, no, he's about to get sick of her. Because I'll tell you why. She's getting in the way of the... Yeah, let's get her out of the way. We'll do it one more time. We'll go this way. No, that girl's going to probably... Right, but I'm holding my pager down. I'm holding my pager down. And I kept up my storyline that I was going away. So I was going away. Everything about me is the opposite. Oh, is the opposite of give me, give me, give me. So anyway, guys, I hope, oh no, I hope you guys are even still there. Anyway, I hope that, hi Sean, how's things in Ireland? Make some videos. I love that accent. I hope that helped you guys, but that's, you know, if you said that this dog obeys your commands, no, he thinks he's got me figured out and I'm exploiting that. That's what's happening. He's not obeying my commands, because that wouldn't work. He'd be over there and he'd be doing something else. He wouldn't be interested in me. So anyway, guys, Bergie, the little Weimaraner, is coming back in. There's going to be a bunch of episodes, and the Great Dane is coming back and all that. So anyway, I'm going to try to do one more episode real quick before they get here. You guys.